channel, and if this is your first time stopping by, thank you so much for tuning in. Today I just wanted to make a video on what I did to grow my hair out, and just throw out a couple of super general, really quick tips on what I think may help whoever may need the help, on what I think may help along the way. So without any further ado, I am going to give you all 5, I hate to say tips, but just 5 pillars to kind of focus on in this healthy hair journey, or in your healthy hair journey. And the first tip that I have is more of a mind over matter thing. And my tip is it's just basically like for your sanity. Try not to focus on hair growth. Try not to hop in the mirror every week to see or to measure and see how long your hair has grown. Try not to pull out measuring tape every month to see how long your hair has grown. And I know this is so much easier said than done, but I think peace of mind flows from just letting your hair do its thing and trusting that if you take care of it, it'll grow. Because the problem, or not necessarily the problem, but the issue for many women, it's not that their hair isn't growing, it's that they are not, retaining the length. They're not really retaining what's coming out of their scalp. It could be for a lot of reasons. There could be a deficiency causing breakage, over manipulation that could be causing breakage, heat damage that could be causing breakage. If you had a color that might have been a little harsh, that could be causing breakage. Even down to your pillowcase, or what you're wrapping your head in, or what types of hair bows you're using. Those could cause breakage. So I think just for peace of mind purposes, my number one tip would be try not to focus. Try not to focus on how your hair is growing and how much it hasn't grown. Just focus on keeping your hair healthy. And I think that will take you far. Tip number 2. As I said earlier, your hair is always going to grow out of your scalp. But I do think drinking plenty of water, I definitely believe that helps. I definitely believe having a diet that is rich in greens, like spinach or kale, a diet that's rich in protein. You can get it from eggs, you can get it from chicken. You can get protein from beef, but I think, and maybe it's just for me, but my hair has flourished. And I mean, of course, if I have a craving for some ice cream, I'm gonna go eat some ice cream. If I have a craving for some fried chicken, I'm gonna go get in that daggone kitchen and I'm gonna fry me some chicken. I'm not perfect, but I do eat relatively healthy, and I think that is a contributing factor, because either way, my hair is going to grow out of my scalp. I know I keep saying that, but it's important to keep saying, just to, put things into perspective. Your hair is constantly going to grow out of your scalp. But what you're doing to keep it, I think, is like, the deciding factor of how long your hair gets. But yeah, I would definitely be mindful of what you're putting into your body. If you're putting a lot of trash and fast food and junk food, your hair may not have that luster and that vibrance, you know, that people look for. And it certainly could, but you know, these are my tips. So yeah, tip number 2 would definitely be, you know, increase that water consumption and eat more greens and eat more things that are rich in protein, and you know, because your hair is made of protein. I think that will definitely contribute to your healthy hair journey. And so for number 3, and a lot of these themes, you know, run together. But for number 3, I would say what has worked for me is low manipulation. And what I mean by that is just me, for the most part, you know, keeping my fingers and my hands out of my hair, and you know, keeping my hair tucked away. Of course, not all the time, as you can see, but for the most part, you know, it's normally twisted up and kind of pinned around my head, and you know, I just let it be, and I let it do its thing, or even I just kind of let it be and I let it do its thing. And I don't use heat at all. I don't use blow dryers. I do not get my hair flat ironed. I don't use any heat. I don't do the wands, you know, for really pretty girls. And these are all things that I think, you know, the results are beautiful. You know, it's beautiful when I see a beautiful head of flat iron hair. It's beautiful when I see a beautiful blowout. It's beautiful when I see natural hair wand curl, but I just know for me and my journey, my hair can't take it. I have my first video, I talked about this, and then in my natural hair journey video, I talked about this as well. Wait, I think I might have already mentioned this, but yeah, my hair does not like the heat at all. I could flat iron my hair one good time and I would see a noticeable difference in my texture. And for some people that may be a positive, but I like my kinks. I like every last one of them. I don't want my texture to change, you know. I don't want my kinks to fall. I don't want it to be softer. I love how my hair is right now. So I would say for you, you know, especially if you have a kinkier texture, you know, if you can help it, try to do more protective styles, and you know, try to keep your hands out of your hair, and you know, try not to style your hair every night, or try not to pull your hair into tight buns every day, and try to, if you are flat ironing, try not to flat iron your hair. You know, try to limit it to every 2 weeks, and in between that time, try not to re-flat iron and re-curl. You know, just try to prolong that style. If you have color treated hair, try not to, as I said earlier, try not to over manipulate it, and this may produce, you know, really good results for you in your healthy hair journey. So yeah, that's number 3. I think low manipulation definitely helps. So we're on to number 4. My number 4 tip is to moisturize your hair. That is so important. Moisturize. I just can't stress how important that is, because if your hair is dry and you're, you know, manipulating it or doing whatever you're doing, it just makes it so much easier for it to break off. That's all. Like what I do to moisturize, I'll just start from, you know, shampooing and conditioning. I shampoo regularly. I use, like, I think Palmage or something. I condition. I know this is gonna sound so crazy, but I condition with Aussie 3-Minute Moist. And I don't just like condition like for 3 minutes. I put that I lather that conditioner in my hair, honey. I mean, I cake it on. I grab a plastic bag or a shower cap and wrap it really tight, and I will sit for hours to let my hair condition. Even when it comes to detangling, I normally detangle with whatever section I'm getting ready to tangle with my spray bottle. Slap on a little bit of coconut oil. Coconut oil is amazing at detangling. I slap on a little bit of coconut oil, and I get like a little dime-sized amount of Aussie Moist. Oh, honey, those tangles, they just kind of melt away. And by the way, I haven't used a comb in 4 years. I straight up finger detangle, and those tangles just melt away. And that just comes with, having moisturized hair. Even, after you've shampooed, after you've conditioned, it's really important. If you do a lock method, do a lock method. Me personally, after I condition, after I wash my conditioner out, I put on a little bit of coconut oil, work that all through, and I have this shea butter mix. What's in that shea butter mix? Shea butter, coconut oil, olive oil, jojoba oil, a little bit of castor oil. Oh, I think that's it. And I literally just each twist, or however I'm, styling my hair for how I want it to go under the wig. I just, each little section, I put my shea butter mix on it and twist or braid it up, and I am good to go. And I'll say every couple of days, I'll just randomly spritz, water on my twists or on my braids, and I'll take a little oil in my hand and just kind of rub it through, just to, give it the moisture that it deserves and the moisture that it needs. But yes, I do think moisture is really important to the journey to healthy hair. I just don't want to say long hair. It's so cliche, but the journey to healthy hair. Last but not least, I would say my number 5 tip is kind of like a combination or an amalgamation of like all of the other 4 tips. And it's just mainly to enjoy the process. There are just so many other things to life to enjoy and to take in, than to sit around and be worried about, hair growth and how long it's gonna grow. Just enjoy the process. Enjoy it at each and every stage. I always thought, like when I first really got to know the texture of my hair, I always thought I would just have this big, huge, I just thought that my hair would grow out. I just thought I'd have this big, huge afro. And what I found is that the longer it got, the more it grew down. Like it grows down. I guess the weight kind of pulls it down. And don't get me wrong, I love my hair and I love my texture, honey. I just pull out my little pick anytime, any place, and I have my volume. But I said all of that to say, just enjoy the process and trust it. And if you treat your hair well, it'll treat you well, I guarantee. If you take care to retain and to keep what you have, because it's constantly going to grow. It's not going to change, even when we die, our hair and our nails continue to grow. So that hair, trust me, it's going to grow, but just take care to keep what you have to retain that length. But yeah, that concludes this video. If you like this video, please go ahead and give me a like. Comment down below what you liked about the video, any tips that you may have to help anyone out there, what you do in your regimen. And if you haven't already subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. But again, thank you so much for watching, and until next time, peace, love, and chicken grease. Thank you. Bye-bye.